Hey everyone, I'm Kim Mills, one of the 6th grade teachers at West Hills. We just wanted to touch base with our families and say hello. I imagine that last week was a little crazy as we all finished up the term, so I'm hoping you will get some well-deserved rest and spring break this week with your families. We have been busy working on the best way to deliver learning to your kids in the coming weeks, and you'll be hearing more about that later. We are praying for all of you, and I think that's the most important thing. We recognize that you are stepping in and filling the gap right now because we can't be with them. And we also recognize that this isn't ideal, but we are committed to continuing your kids' education in the coming days. And we're just super thankful for the community at West Hills. Over the next few weeks, you'll be hearing from other staff and teachers. I was asked to share with you 3 things that I'd like my students and families to know. So here goes. As some of you may know, homeschooling was also a part of my experience, and I recognize the challenges you're facing as you try to balance your own work and helping your kids manage all the things that are going on in their world. I also have 3 teenagers of my own, and we're all living together under one roof again, and it has so many blessings and so many challenges. And so we are all in it, and we're in it together. As a school, we just want you to know that we're praying for you, which leads me to that first thing. We care and we miss you. It seems obvious, but it's precisely why we're at West Hills. And it's times like these that remind us to not take the people around us for granted. We miss those interactions we get to have with the kids, the jokes and the laughter and kind of watching those light bulb moments that kids have in the classroom, and we're not going to get to see those. I miss the 6th graders. As a teacher, the spring is always special because you've learned that give and take and you've just really established a rhythm together, and I'm gonna miss that. And I also miss the 7th and 8th graders I get to bump shoulders with here and there in the hallway. Although many of them are way too cool for their old 6th grade teacher now, occasionally they let me reconnect with them, and I just cherish those times, and I'm gonna miss those moments that I get to have with the kids. Second, homeschooling can be hard, so cushion yourself with grace and lower your expectations. No one is expecting you to recreate school in your house. Some people do thrive on a schedule to keep them on track, but even if you can just help your kids develop some daily rhythms of what comes next, that would be super helpful, because this is a marathon and not a race. So pace yourself. You don't want to burn yourself out. If you want to supplement with the thousands of great ideas that are being emailed to you from your aunt and cousin and uncle and everybody, great, but pick and choose carefully. Even if you just listen to an audiobook and color while you listen, or if they're younger, play with Legos, that is super helpful. So don't try to do everything and be everything right at the beginning. And also, with that idea of grace, recognize that they aren't used to having you as their teacher, so frustrations will pop up for both of you. And one way you can help diffuse those problems from the beginning is just how you talk about the work that needs to be done each day. We want the students to see this as their responsibility to complete. You already have a job. So one way to handle that is using the approach of love and logic. And we use that a lot at school. If they're struggling with something, say something like, well, wow, I can see that that's tricky. How would Mrs. Mills help you with that? Communicate love and care and empathize with their frustrations, but don't just swoop in to solve it. In the classroom, we use this a lot just to encourage them to go back to their tools of what do I do when I have a challenge? And what it does is it keeps the responsibility for the work on their plates, and it puts you in that coaching role, because in this situation, we are the bad guys assigning the work. You're not. So you can say, I know you don't want to work on it right now, but Mrs. Mills said it's due on Friday, so I'm sure you have a plan for getting that done. Just let me know how I can help. And this way they see that responsibility. It is theirs to own and theirs to do. And it also puts you in a coaching role where you can just swoop in and be the superhero here and there, rather than the one that's pushing all of the work forward. That's their job. It's not yours. And we want kids to recognize that. Lastly, laugh as often as you can. Teaching has a lot of unexpected and unscripted moments. So if it's getting too tense, just take a break and make everyone some hot chocolate or go for a run around the block to get the wiggles out. There's so much stress and tension coming at all of us right now from every direction. So no matter what age your kids are, they're feeling that too. So in those moments, just try to balance it, bring in some levity to kind of take the stress off of what they're feeling, and trust your gut. You guys know your kids better than we do, so lean into those instincts. And in the meantime, I'll be over here doing the same thing, glued to my computer, preparing to launch 6th grade digitally and drinking coffee like it's my job. Oh, wait, I guess that's not much different from a regular day. So hang in there, everyone. This might be a wild ride, but we believe in you and we love and miss you all. Bye-bye.